What is this life and family and
Speaking of ethics,
I know,
what is
exactly.
life?
What is life?
Well, right now, life is the Bulls are up 1 with a minute 59 to go in the fourth.
Oh shit.
And we were up by 12 most of the game. And so this kind of is not where we should be right now. But that's what is now.
Leslie Nielsen just killed a fish in Naked Gun. That's what life is
Hell
right
yeah.
now.
Well, I think we gave Bo 20 minutes, and I'm not seeing any messages from him, so I'm assuming that's a no-go.
Yep.
That's a bummer.
That's a no bow.
Hey.
This guy's got it.
Let's do it. Freaks and geeks, drinkers, thinkers, ramblers and gamblers, stoners and pet owners. This is the Outsiders Social Club, a place where us misfits, miscreants, weirdos, oddballs, eccentrics, outcasts get together and palaver, ramble, prattle, and what have you. So without further ado, here it goes.
One for the party, baby. Puff on the road, drumming, knock back a drink. There's nobody home.
So, welcome to the Outsiders Social Club. A while back in the chat, I shared a meme, and that meme kind of took off in the group chat. And what it was name a famous movie quote, and at the end, add "you piece of shit." The example was "wax on, wax off, you piece of shit." So we had so much fun with it, we thought, why don't we bring it back and do a draft on it? So we've assembled some of our finest crew here. And with that being said, I will throw it to the godfather of drinks, Troy, to set up this night's drinking outlines and draft order shenanigans.
Super. Thanks, Ronno. I would like to introduce a new drink to the Outsiders Social Club, that being a bottle of red wine blend.
Ooh.
Apothic Red, to be precise this evening, will be, to keep it simple, it's wintertime here in the Netherlands. As such, ice cubes are bad. So we're going to be sipping properly temped wines this evening. So that will set our over-under at 1.5 bottles. Do your own conversions.
Okay. All right.
It's a solid wine, too. It's a good wine.
That is a good one. Well done.
Salute. I see you. For our draft tonight, we had a bit of a convoluted thing that no one cares to hear about, dear listener. So we shall simply throw out
That's what I love.
what we've got here. All right, then we'll backtrack. Allow me to digress. Our draft order was set by the clothes our pickers are wearing this evening based on the elementary school science quotation and sing-song about rainbows, Roy G. Biv. So we picked our friends in the colors they wore, starting with red, ending with violet. So that means we've got Ron. Ron, are you there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, super high. All right, totally spaced out. Were we doing something? Okay. Yes, number one.
We got our man Yikes up next.
Heyo.
Yikes.
Hash in the house at 3.
What's up?
Hashy.
And everyone's favorite sick bastard in many ways, Justin.
That's me.
Yeah.
And last but never least, we've got our guest picker, pseudo-celebrity guest picker, COLEY, who shall weigh in as she chooses on each round that she wants to participate with. I'll be simply throwing snark from the sidelines because I don't know movies. Back to you, Ron.
Oh, well done. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. We've got 6 rounds coming tonight. We'll have a snaking draft 1 through 4 and then back 4 through 1. The categories will be, we have them selected, but which round goes to which category will also be assigned at random. Those categories are Star Wars, 1980s, sports, Best Picture, and Disney. And then we will close out with a wild card round. So, yeah, that's it. Famous movie quote from one of those categories and throw "you piece of shit" at the end of it. It's magic.
Before we get into this, Rory G. Biv, did anyone else have another acronym or saying to learn that?
No.
No, but it sounds like a jazz musician from Harlem in the 1940s.
I was going to say.
Right.
He was
Yeah,
Taylor
I was
on the
thinking-
Ladies
clarinet.
and gentlemen,
Yeah.
Roy G. Biv.
Oh yeah,
I
that
thought
Roy
it
G.
was
Biv,
Biv
Charles
Below
Mingus
immediately.
album is the shit.
Banger.
We always went by "Rainbows over your grass, bring pretty violets." Is
Oh.
that was our saying in elementary school. And then I heard Roy G. Biv, and then apparently I was the oddball because everyone said Roy G. Biv.
Yeah.
I would throw out there it's probably an age thing. We weren't that creative back in the day, and by the time it came out, Justin, phonetics had become way more important.
That was the cocaine.
It's just way more efficient. Just chop the rest of this shit off. Yeah. So on Troy's, ironically, I don't know, ironic. That's not ironic. But I chose to do a thing for each round by color as well before Troy did his. We'll be going back to the familiar bag of goodness. Only this time I've got select bottle cap colors. So apparently I'll be red. Yikes will be yellow. Justin will be purple. And we'll give Hashy green. So, yeah.
Kidding.
Yeah, I just can't believe those are the colors I already picked out. But shit, let's, yeah. 5 categories in the hopper. You guys ready to roll?
Don't forget the mute
Yeah,
is in
let's do
effect this evening, everyone.
Oh, yes. Oh,
You've been muted.
that's a good call. I gotta, not if I
Not
don't
happening
change.
to you tonight.
Now if I don't change the sound effects board, you're going to get the intro. All right. Well, let's see. We pull green. So that means Hashy. Hashy, you select category for round 1.
Mm.
That's a good question. What do I want?
Yeah.
What do I want? Let's go with the good old fashioned, started out hot and old school. I'm an 80s baby, so let's do 80s.
Oh, I had a feeling you were going there. So that
Now on the clock.
that puts me on the clock. I don't have a whole lot in for the 80s, but I went right to some of that classic 1980s thinly veiled racism. And I said, Dong, where is my automobile, you piece of shit?
Oof. Man, just thinking about that scene.
Automobile? That'll put Yikes
Now on the clock.
on the clock with 1980s quotes.
Mm. This was a tough one. I felt it was kind of loaded. Oh. All right. Just starting with the basic. E.T., phone home, you piece of shit. 1982.
Ouch. Elliot.
I have that on the list as well. I did.
Yes.
Classic. So that'll take us to pick 3.
Now on the clock.
We've got Hashy. We've got a 1980s quotes.
This is tough. I got a couple that I wanted to go. One of them, Jeff Goldblum, didn't go there. But nobody puts baby in a quarter, you piece of shit.
Mm.
Can we steal already?
Oh, feeling thin already down at the bottom. That's
Amazing.
I didn't even think Swayze. Well done.
God damn it. I thought that was going to pass to me. I was like, such a good one.
Well, that means
Now on the clock.
we've got Justin on the clock at 4. Apparently, some of your big board going down.
I mean, the rest of them are up there, but man, I thought that was going to pass to me for sure. Let's go with the classic here. Another classic. Pretty famous saying. Everyone said it before once in their day. Go ahead. Make my day, you piece of shit.
Nice. I feel like I really overlooked some obvious ones.
I feel like that should have been the line.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I think it
Yeah,
fits really well too, right?
Like if
Yeah.
that was 15 years later, that would have been the line.
yep. That's totally in the
Can I
remake.
throw a draft pick in there? Can I steal
Yeah.
a pick? Trade
Yeah,
up?
let's see.
Trade up.
Let's put Coley on the clock with a bonus pick.
Bonus pick. Just came to me.
You piece of shit.
Super huge fan of this movie. As far as any type of genre of movie, it's in my top 5, like across everything. Okay. Goonies never die, you piece of shit.
Well done. Any Sean Astin reference always well received on this pod. See, I told you, once you heard us, you'd have time to think of your own.
Yeah, it just came to me.
Not a problem. So with that closes out round 1. So we've got to go back to the magical sound effect bag. And that'd be a purple. Justin, you select a category for round 2.
Oh, you know what? Beans, most of you guys like to talk sports. We'll talk sports movies here.
Oh, sports category.
And
Also
I have
loaded.
very loaded. And I have some good ones here, but I think with the best context, this makes it even funnier. I'm gonna go with a Bill Murray movie. I know what you're thinking, Caddyshack. No, I'm going basketball, and it's him saying, "I don't play defense, you piece of shit," to Michael Jordan in Space Jam.
Space Jam.
Wow.
Excellent.
Wow.
Well done.
Brings us back to Hashy.
Now on the clock.
In round 2, going with sports.
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 Sport ball.
Let me get that Homer Simpson pennant that just says sports on it.
Sports.
Well, I was tempted to go with my favorite athlete to deliver quotes of all time in Marshawn Lynch, but I decided to go
A good one.
with another one of my favorite people in sports to deliver a quote, and that is Stu Gatz. Do it in the playoffs, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Well done.
It's not my personal record birth. I can't talk. You piece of shit.
Nice kick save right there. That was
And a beauty.
well done. I'm going to drink to that.
Cheers.
So that'll bring us back to pick 3, round 2. Yikes with sports movies.
Now on the clock.
So as I was saying, this is loaded not only in wild card, but oddly in best picture, as I did some research.
There is definitely some best pictures for you. Yes.
Yep. So
Interesting.
Oh, this is tough. This is really tough. All right. I'm throwing out the wild card on this one. I'm taking a pick on this guy.
You're that guy that waits to the last second of the clock before you make your pick. It's
Rush up with the
it's
card.
the first round. Go already.
It's the second round, by the way.
Technically,
But technically,
Literally.
literally,
Loophole.
you had me at hello, you piece of shit. Jerry Maguire, 1996.
Excellent.
Well done.
That was well done.
Not too shabby.
The sports category. That will bring the end of round 2.
Now on the clock.
So I just kept coming back to Major League, and I love the coach. My favorite scene is when they're recruiting the coach, and he's at the tire store, and he says, "I'll have to get back to you. I got a guy on line 2 about some white walls. You piece of shit."
What do you mean you'll think about it? It's coaching the big leagues.
I love that guy.
At some point, I haven't. Well, never mind. It could be a wild card, but Major
Wow,
League
yeah,
had a
yeah.
few.
Is that
Yeah.
you, Tober?
To be completely honest, my entire list for sports is from Major League. So.
I just felt like all those like lines could fit too much of a piece of shit at the end, so I was like, I want to stay
They
away from
weren't-
Major League. But
Yeah,
I
that's why I
thought a
had
lot
to go
of them
with
too.
one super clean like that. That'll
Yeah.
actually, yeah, you're right. Everything else is too,
especially the first one.
yeah.
There's
so
one that's hiding in there in the bushes that involves spirituality.
Oh yeah,
I think that might be on my list.
I thought about
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, it's on there. So we will close out round 2 with Coley with a bonus pick.
Now on the clock.
in the sports category. So you know how I was saying earlier that Naked Gun is a sports movie? So I was just thinking, since it's such a great sports movie, and there's a scene at the very end where they're singing the national anthem, and the guy says, "Hey, look, it's Enrico Palazzo, you piece of shit."
Oh, damn it. It's the
Are you
exact
sure
line.
you didn't work on this? Wow.
Oh my god. Justin gave me
I heard
that
a drink and
idea.
snort.
He's watching it.
That snorts a drink. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Before we get any further rounds, I have this question for you guys.
All right.
We're talking about you piece of shit. Now, this isn't a line of you piece of shit, but is there an actor or a line or an actress who said piece of shit better than Adam Sandler? He said it twice in Billy Madison with "Here's a nice piece of shit,"
No, that's
and he
great.
said it in Happy Gilmore with "You eat pieces of shit for breakfast." Is there a better actor who said piece of shit better?
No. No,
If I had to just
that's
guess,
hard.
I'd say Bernie Mac probably did at some point in time, but
I will say Samuel L. Jackson on General Principle.
right.
Samuel L. Jackson, motherfucker.
Yeah. Motherfucking piece of shit.
Tick tock, motherfucker.
Oh,
You-
well, speaking
you-
of Samuel L., where
You missed that note with yikes.
Oh,
Samuel L. is going to get us back on track for round 3. We'll go to the magical bag. Oh, shit. What do you know? I got a red one. So I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to go with Star Wars.
Now on the clock.
Oh.
So many. So many.
Good thing you're muted, Troy.
Good things Ron's going to be muted.
There's so many. But I had to bring it back to the simplest one, and it's do or do not. There is no try, you piece of shit.
Very good one. Very good.
And with that, that'll put yikes on the clock for round 2 or 3 with Star Wars.
I mean, there's an obvious one hanging here in the balance, but
There is.
I liked the way this one played out. It's between 2 actors, which is, these aren't the droids you're looking for, you piece of shit.
Oh,
These aren't the droids we're looking for, you piece of shit.
Yeah, that is on the list. That's
Mm.
mixed emotions when one I have is taken. It's like, So that'll move on to pick 3, round 3. We've got Hashy on the clock for Star Wars.
Star Wars. It's a war of stars.
America! Fuck yeah!
Thank you.
I'm gonna to save the motherfucking day, yeah.
All right.
Bakalaka Street.
As you guys know, Star Wars is a universe of many characters, of many ideas, of many worlds, of many beautiful, fantastical, amazing things,
Yes.
like the lightsaber.
You've been muted! Holy shit.
I've been muted, and then I've unmuted myself. So like Darth Vader, like Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, some of the greatest characters of all time, this character had a fantastic thing to say. Hausa Yusa creatin' life, you piece of shit. Jar Jar Binks.
You went fucking Jar Jar Binks.
you motherfucker.
Yes.
Very well done, Coley. Very, very well done.
It's one of my favorite voices.
Remember my kid seeing one of those on TV when she was like 3 or 4 and she saw Jar Jar doing his flop. She said, who is that? So that's Jar Jar. I hope he dies. punch it in. Like,
Everybody hated him, but I'm a rare a fan of Jar Jar Binks.
I thought a
stand
3-year-old kid, she's gonna
by
love
myself.
him. Like, she's like, no, they're in battle and he's flopping around. Like, hope a tank rolls over him. It's just visceral. She just hated him right at first.
I just like
glance.
asking a woman that she's pregnant by saying, "How's you so create in life?"
Yeah, and then follow you, piece of shit. That'll get her. That'll make her feel real good.
Yeah, there you go.
She'll just go into labor. You're like, I don't know what the fuck happened. You confused everything. That'll bring us to Justin.
Now on the clock.
with the Star Wars
Do or
round.
Do Not was up on my top of my big board for sure. Not the number one, because I want to go prequel here, kind of like Hash did. Only because it's a really funny conversation to have with someone. Padme, you're a slave. Anakin, I'm a person and my name is Anakin, you piece of shit.
Yes. You know he would never talk to her that way, though. He was just so in
Oh,
love.
he was. Are you an angel?
He was
We-
mesmerized. He
We don't have to
never
get into about the.
Please don't harvest me for organs.
We don't have to get into about how problematic that is with her taking advantage of Anakin.
Sometimes the women have to have the power, Justin.
Hey, I'm not against it when it's of age people, but not a 8-year-old kid.
Isn't she supposed to be like 14? Or like
Yeah.
Still,
or 12 maybe? I don't know.
Weird.
We've already had this conversation last time with dudes. We're not doing it again. We're not
Well,
doing
with that, let's close out round 3.
Now on the clock.
I'm sure Coley's come up with something as she's heard this pile of shenanigans.
I have actually. Thanks, Ron. So to go and continue with one of my favorite characters in Star Wars, we were just talking about Anakin and the famous last scene in Episode 1 against one of probably my very favorite Star Wars character, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and they're battling out with the lightsaber, and he yells down to Anakin. Obi-Wan yells down to him, "Don't do it, Anakin! I have the higher ground, you piece of shit!"
I thought you were going to go with what Anakin actually says is, "Ah, you piece of shit."
That's close enough.
I'm watching Leslie Nielsen about to fellatio a statue.
Classic.
Uh-oh.
We have a late arrival.
Oh, well, we could get 80 up to speed.
80.
Yeah.
welcome,
Yeah,
friend.
yeah.
He could do a lightning round of his 3 and then catch up and
Perfect.
Yeah, let's
hey,
put him
it's
through
like
the paces.
we never even missed a beat.
Yeah, right?
I'm gonna do some drugs.
Well played.
Time out.
Somebody say drugs. Hold on.
Hey yo,
All right.
I'm here
What's
on
up, Bo?
What's up?
Hell yeah.
All
What's
right.
up, Bo?
How's everybody doing?
Bo.
Sorry,
Doing
I
pretty
fine.
good.
had to put the kid to bed. So
Know all
Yeah.
about that too well.
yeah.
This is a no
Yeah.
kids podcast. I'm sorry.
Or
cool.
plants,
What-
apparently.
How
Or pets.
plants caught a stray. Catching a stray. Plants did do nothing.
All right, Bo. Well, thanks for coming and joining us a little bit while we're in the mid draft here. But we'd love to do a catch up if Ron wants to throw out there our topics and where we've hit on so far. Maybe you can throw your choices out there so we can get you up to speed in our "you piece of shit" movie quote draft.
Yeah,
All right, let's do it.
we've gone through, so you know how it works. A famous movie quote, and you attach "you piece of shit" to the end. I believe we started with the 80s.
So for 80s, yeah, we had Ron had Dong, "Where's my automobile, you piece of shit." Yikes had ET phone home, you piece of shit.
Yes.
I had Nobody puts baby in a corner, you piece of shit, from Dirty Dancing. Justin had go ahead, make my day, you piece of shit. And Coley had Goonies Never Die, you piece of shit.
Well, let's put Bo on the clock, and let's just let him select his 80s before we move on to the next recap.
Oh, I've got one queued up for you. Get to the chopper, you piece of shit.
Nice.
That was an excellent accent too, Bo.
Nobody
I like
went
that.
Arnold.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
It's
Thank you.
Natsuma.
It's not a tumor, you piece of shit.
Man, that's 90s, though, isn't it?
That's 90s. Yeah, it's 90s.
90s, oh, you're
How
right.
did we not do a whole Arnold category? Next time, writing it
Yeah.
down.
Oh.
That's why we workshop. So round 2, where did we go from there, Hashy?
Well, for round 2, we went to the sports. All right, so Justin had I Don't Play Defense, you piece of shit, from Space Jam. Ron, will you redo your quote? That was the one that I did not have written down.
I
Major
went Major League when they're trying to recruit the coach from the tire store. I'll have to get back to you. I got a guy on line 2 about some white walls, you piece of shit.
That's right. All right, and then Yikes had You Had Me at Hello, you piece of shit, from Jerry Maguire. I went with Off the Board, Stu Gotts, Do It in the Playoffs, you piece of shit. And then we had Coley with a Naked Gun quote, hey, look, it's Enrico Palazzo, you piece of shit.
Well done.
And that's sports.
So let's put Bo back on the clock with the sports category.
All right. I think I've got one. I think I may have 2 from the same movie or at least the same series. Let's see. Oh no! I got another good one. Ooh, it's kind of a sports movie, but I guess it's a sports movie. So I'm gonna go with my first thought from Rocky. Adrian!
Oh.
Piece of shit!
It is also on the list.
Also, a Best Picture nominee you could have put in there.
Best Picture.
Yes.
I did.
I also thought Rocky 4. I must break you, you piece of shit. That was my silver medal on that one. My backup. So
Nice.
He does. Piece of shit.
I think there was a really good point made here that a lot of these lines would have ended with piece of shit if these movies were written post 2010.
Right. Yeah, would have been obligatory.
oh yeah, I like it.
So Hashy, where did we go from there?
Well, from there we went to Star Wars. Rano here went with Yoda, the little green man. Do or do not. There is no try, you piece of shit. Very, inspiring words.
It is. I want a poster.
Mm-hmm. We had Yikes with These Aren't the Droids You're Looking For, you piece of shit. And then with me, we had Hausa Yusa Creatin' Life, you piece of shit, from Jar Jar Binks. And Justin had I'm a Person and My Name is Anakin, you piece of shit. And Coley had Don't Do It, Anakin. I Have the Higher Ground, you piece of shit. From Obi-Wan.
Well done.
Oh man.
That's well done.
Oh, those are great. That's my wheelhouse. Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. Admittedly,
It's tough to narrow them down. I had so many.
Yeah. Just those had me thinking. I had one off the bat. I had one immediately that came to mind, but then all the episode 3, you piece of shits, got me thinking. It's like, okay, I think I got one. Got a good one. Maybe under the radar though. But you guys gave some good episode 3, you piece of shit quotes. So all right. Let's see. So I'm on the clock then again, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
All right.
with Star Wars.
Tick tock, motherfucker.
With the cat in the back.
Well, I have to go with my first thought was, I am your father, you piece of shit.
Yes.
Definitely on my list. Yeah.
Can I workshop
Go ahead,
Bo.
one was, Anakin, you're breaking my heart, you piece of shit.
That's a good one too. That's a good one.
Yeah, those episode 3 quotes. That one, I was like, okay, I got to go with Vader, but the high ground got me thinking, yeah, that one. I was like, okay, got to throw some episode 3 in there, some sequel trilogy action.
Nice job. Can I workshop a question here for all my Star Wars friends?
Well, yeah.
Do it.
Episode 4, I want to have the quote the commander is saying while Vader is choking him out. I did what you said, Lord Vader, you piece of shit.
I'm
Does that
pretty sure
qualify?
he choked him faster.
Yeah.
Bold move to call Vader piece of shit while being choked out. Bold move. But I like it.
So does that bring us up to speed?
It does.
Yeah, I think we're caught up.
But are you ready to dip?
We're gonna go back to the magic bag. Let's see. Select a category. Yikes.
Ooh. Disney.
So we go back to Justin with Disney.
Now on the clock.
Justin on the clock.
Let's see here. I'm going to go with my favorite Disney movie here. Keep it simple. Hakuna Matata, you piece of shit.
Love that.
Disney works so well.
I think I might know where Hashy's going with one of his quotes. It's based on his
Well,
last draft.
I think we're about to find out because Hashy
Now on the clock.
is on the clock.
Reach for the sky, you piece of shit.
What movie is that from?
Nice.
Yeah.
And a stunning upset.
Well, I was going to actually do Hakuna Matata, but that was my number 1, but this was my number 2.
Or you stole mine. No one puts a baby in the corner, so there we go.
That's right. Payback. And that'll bring us up to Yikes.
Now on the clock.
Now on the clock.
Man, I feel old. All right. Snow White, 1937.
Oh,
Magic mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of one of them all? You piece of shit.
wow. That is the Wayback Machine.
Classic.
Well, you know what? I'd say we sandwich Bo in here. He can take this spot between me and Yikes.
Now on the clock.
Let's put Bo on the clock with the Disney category.
All right, I'm going to go recent. I'm going to complete opposite from Snow White. I'm going to go maybe to the most recent Disney movie. It's my kid's favorite at the moment. We don't talk about Bruno, you piece of shit. Oh, man, those Encanto songs, man. I can't escape them.
They're insidious.
My
Yeah.
kids haven't wanted to get into that movie.
Man, some of them are catchy. But I guess you can't help it when you hear it a million times in the car, at home. You can't help it.
Little help for those at home. If you listen to it in Spanish but don't know Spanish, listening to it over and over again doesn't make it any better for you to understand Spanish. I did that for a 2,000-mile drive across the U.S. I still didn't
Didn't pick
learn
it up.
Spanish, but yet I know about Encanto in lots of ways that I probably shouldn't.
Not fluent.
Pro tip.
No, I will write that down. That's why we note things here.
Now on the clock.
That'll put me on the clock, and I also have to go pretty far back for Disney, but I don't know. There's some classics, but I decided to stick with one of the all-time classics and say Always let your conscience be your guide, you piece of shit. Fucking cricket.
Yeah, it was a cricket. Exactly.
So,
That's my favorite Disney movie. Lightweight, one of the most underrated Disney movies.
that'll close out
And look,
this
it's a ringing
round.
palazzo.
Can Coley and I put in some bonus drafts?
I was just gonna say, let's put Coley on the clock.
Golly.
Well, I don't know why this popped into my head, but I was thinking about Shrek and how wrong he was always taken. And he would say all the time, well, that's not very nice, you piece of shit.
Shrek's not Disney.
Damn it. That's what I was like. I wonder if that's Disney, like right before you said my name. And I was like, well, I'll just go with it.
Cartoon.
And of course,
Close enough.
Justin would lifetime correct me. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, actually,
Well,
I didn't
Say
well
well,
actually there.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that.
Now on the clock.
All right, go ahead, Troy.
You're
Let's
the
put
witty
Troy
of
on the clock.
episode. A little witty action.
Now on
Thanks for letting me join in again with a little extra. Also, we've hit the over on the drinks this evening. So it'll be 2 bottles of wine. Scoring at home or alone, it carries on. In 2021, number one song on my Spotify was a little ditty from a Disney classic we all love, but y'all probably don't listen too much unless you have the kids. And that is the main song from Moana. Thank you. You're welcome, you piece of shit.
I could definitely hear The Rock saying that too, and it'd be so great.
a piece of monkey shit.
Oh man, yeah, that would have been my choice if not for Encanto. Man, that Encanto just wiped everything, wiped, the all the other Disney movies off. Even Frozen, it surprised me. Somehow Encanto wiped out Frozen, but yeah, Moana was in heavy rotation around here.
Yeah, we hit it hard and hit it pretty regular for a long time. And like I said, it's the number one song of 2021 on my Spotify, on my personal Spotify. So it was Moana, then Lebitard Show, then other podcasts.
Damn.
Then an
Well,
audio parade.
Right?
Audio recording of the Rose Parade, 1978.
The HGTV versions, which were clean, unedited, and commercial free from 1999 through 2016, when they sold the rights, when Discovery sold the rights to ABC, NBC, CBS, and now the parades aren't for shit. Those pieces of shit.
Is that a parade fact?
You brings lots of parades facts. And that's what I appreciate so much is parade facts.
I get unreasonable mileage out of that sounder.
Right?
Oh shit! Well, let's move on to the
Now, damn.
the last round we haven't partaken in. That would be Best Picture, and that'd be me bringing it back.
Now on the clock.
So, yeah, I had to do a lot of research on Best Picture. I don't know a lot about that. And now that my Adrian is off the list, I looked around. There is a few films that I'm quite familiar with, and I saw some of that Lord of the Rings, and I thought, the Hobbits is, he tricks us, you piece of shit.
Nice.
That was a really good imitation.
Yeah.
Quality
Let me think.
Gollum.
Wow.
I used to do that with my kid when you put the Vicks Vapo rub on her. She like totally turned into Gollum. It was like, it burns us. It freezes us. Like, just put this shit on. It's the only, go to bed.
But Gollum was a smoker then, we hear.
So coming back in the Best Picture category,
Now on the clock.
we've got Bo.
Oh wow. You might have stumped me, man. You might have stumped me.
How do you do homework on this category?
Oh man, there's so many good ones.
Shakespeare in Love was a movie of the year. Quote some Romeo and Juliet and call it good.
Shape of Water, maybe.
Shakespeare in Love.
Is that the most controversial winner of all time? Maybe because who was up? Who was up that year? It was that was like a big upset, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like Pulp and Forrest Gump and something else.
Yeah, and looking back on it, it's like I don't honestly. I've never seen Shakespeare, so I guess I can't knock it. I've never seen it, so.
Gwyneth Paltrow is one of the most overrated actors in Hollywood. There's no reason to watch that film.
Wow. Oof.
Ooh, hot takes, movie takes.
Dre?
I was gonna say, hang on, clear out.
Sizzling hot takes.
I don't hear anybody disagreed with me. So
I don't.
Right.
Maybe it's not a hot take, but
It was a terrible movie.
I'm here for it.
We saved you, Bo.
Thank you. You know, I guess I've already went with Rocky, the Adrian, you piece of shit. But I don't want to retread. I don't want to do that.
Not going to double dip? Not double dipping in the Rocky?
I don't want to double dip in the Rocky.
Okay.
No, that's
That
personal choice.
Mafia movie would be a
Personal
good one, maybe.
Yeah, man.
By the way, Shakespeare in Love beat out Elizabeth, Life is Beautiful, Saving Private Ryan, and Thin Red Line in 1998.
Saving Private Ryan, yeah. I knew there was one. Looking back on this, like,
It's
wow.
like Hanks has had too much. You can't give him enough.
I'm going to say Thin Red Line doesn't hold up either.
That one, yeah. I did watch that when I was like, okay. I didn't, maybe because it's up against Saving Private Ryan, but I watched it and I was like, okay, it was okay. Not great, but
Where's Private Ryan, you piece of shit?
Oh, I'm gonna butcher it, but I'll go for the joke. Paint me like one of your French girls, you piece of shit. Is that from Titanic? Or draw me like one of your girls, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
However,
It was on the list.
That's on
the list. Yeah.
all right.
Yep, I had it.
That
Either
beat
way, a great
Goodwill
picture.
Hunting.
Same note.
Oh, Goodwill. It beat Goodwill Hunting too.
It did beat Goodwill Hunting.
And that one, yeah. They need to redraft the Oscars, man. We need to do a show like that. Redraft the Oscars.
Goods has pitched that. He wants to do that.
Let us know your availability. We're always recording.
Right. And with that,
Now on the clock.
let's put Yikes on the clock, coming back in the Best Picture category. You piece of
I feel
shit.
like I'm really aging myself on this one. Like this whole podcast. Like I'm going to come off like I'm the oldest person on it, which I'm probably close. But I have to go
Top
with
four.
Top four for sure. Let me find it.
Let me find it.
Such an old person thing to do. Let me find
Hang on.
it.
Yep, totally. Yeah, I'm losing it.
Let me get my glasses.
Yeah, let me get my Googling glasses. Wait a
Yeah, where
minute.
are they?
Let's see the TV guy.
Oh, got him. Oh.
Well,
Yeah, the
see what
TV.
Murder She Wrote's on.
Yeah.
That Angela
Yes,
Lansbury.
Matlock is on.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn, you piece of shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the
Same note,
greatest
bro.
all-time quotes.
Really?
In any movie. Yes.
Well,
Absolutely. That's huge.
I mean, aside from that, it doesn't work anymore in modern history, but yes, it was really great.
Good thing it wasn't made in modern history.
Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow.
Shit. Snorts a drink.
I heard a snort.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought a 12-pack.
Now on the clock.
So that'll put Hashy on the clock, coming back in the Best Picture category. What do you got for us?
Well,
Attaboy.
Right?
Look at
it's
that,
a
man.
loaded category. This category's loaded. I would almost say it's more loaded than Star Wars.
Wicked
But,
loaded.
it's wicked. No, I'm going to try and do a Italian accent to deliver this quote in a movie that represents Italian Americans.
America.
I'm also a smoker in this scenario too. I'm getting into character.
Getting character.
All right. Leave the gun. Take the cannoli, you piece of shit.
Yes. That was brilliant. I love it.
Nice.
I think you nailed it, Hash.
Thank you.
The Carrie's method. He's still in character.
Right?
That sounded like very Doc Rivers, though.
Back smoking all day
Not
for
Blake's
this.
fault. It's not Blake's fault.
That'll be closing us out. We've got Justin, Best Picture category.
I too had some Rocky quotes here for Best Picture because I knew the sports would be loaded, so I might as well double dip here, sports and Best Picture. But I'm not going to go Rocky. I'm going to go with one of my all-time favorite movies, and a little movie called Rain Man. Charlie, Ray, what are you looking at? The ducks are over here, you piece of shit.
That's what he thought every time he talked to him. It's in his head every time. He never said it.
It absolutely is. It's
his best acting is not just almost being a dick.
About $1.
Oh man, little dick in him. You know, hey, everyone's got a little dick in them, don't they?
Oh, Little Dicky. What a great rapper.
Little dick.
Oh my.
All right, let's put Coley on the clock with a bonus pick. Do you got something for Best Picture?
Matter of fact, Ron, I do.
Oh, hot damn.
I know, right? So I thought Bo might be suggested into taking my movie because I was going to offer one from The Gladiator. So I'm glad he didn't take the bait on that. And my pick is preserved. So every woman in the country wanted to get on Russell Crowe in this movie, The Gladiator. And when he's at his height of sweat and sexiness, he says, "Are you not entertained, you piece of shit?"
Yeah, almost had a bonus tagline.
Always playing a different game here.
The Russell Crowe got it all.
Well,
you got way too hot and bothered there with the sweatiness and arms raised.
Yeah.
Yes, I was working myself up thinking about it.
Troy without a thumb.
Troy, you
How
got a Best
about
Picture
that?
for us?
I do. I'm gonna steal something from my friend Coley. Time erodes gratitude more quickly than it does beauty, you piece of shit.
Hidden gem.
1973, The Godfather, Don Corleone.
Godfather of drinks with the Godfather reference. I'll drink.
And my birth year, bitches.
Well, that brings us through 5 rounds. So you know what that means. We're bringing it back with a wild card round. Wild card, bitches. And that will put Justin on the clock. Wild card. You may go anywhere. If you've got one previously used that you haven't used yet, bust it out. Otherwise, if something came to you as we were going over these hilarious quotes, feel free to fire one.
I have 2 for this, like straight off the bat, but I couldn't stop laughing when my wife suggested this right away when we suggested this. So Jerry Maguire's been quoted once, and involved in that same speech is, "You complete me, you piece of shit."
Solid.
When you said you were doing Jerry Maguire, I was like, "Oh shit, you're gonna do my line."
It's those cleaner lines that land so well. Like, I wanted to do stuff from Step Brothers, but it's just like, no, it doesn't. Somebody might think that's actually the line. So
Yeah.
like the Disney category is money. But that'll bring us back with Hashy in Wild Card. What do you got?
The card that is wild. What do I have? That's the question.
Indeed.
No one knows.
Indubitably.
Well, I'm tempted to go with Gladiator as well. All right. You guys pick Gladiator or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, TMNT.
Turtles.
TMNT. Turtles.
I love
You know how she's voting.
All right. Cowabunga, you piece of shit. Turtle.
Oh, man.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's
The
great.
Gladiator one was very long.
Well,
when I was looking up Gladiator quotes, I'm like, it's either like, are you not entertained, you piece of shit, or it's like, here's a whole dialogue, then finish it with you piece of shit.
It's not that day.
They read the entire Great Gatsby and then just put you piece of shit at the end. So that'll put Yikes on the clock. Wild Card. What do you got, Yikes?
Oof. The most loaded of all loaded categories. Since we're talking about loaded categories,
it is.
Many loaded categories.
Loaded weapon.
Lads. Ludes.
All right. 1990.
Going out.
Oh.
It's not a tumor, you piece of shit.
I had a
Got
feeling
it
we'd
in.
get Arnold again.
Yeah, we got it in. Yeah. Well done.
Very nice.
Put that cookie down, you piece of shit.
Too bad you swiped that right before Bo's turn.
Now on the clock.
We got Bo on the clock.
Poor
Look
Bo.
at Daddy, and what does he do?
Yes.
Oh, man. Well, since I'm on the clock. Actually, two of the categories. That was... I had a Jerry Maguire, but I like that Jerry Maguire, so I'll stay away from Jerry Maguire. But I'll go with one I should have picked that I think might have been an Oscar pick, but maybe I'm wrong. You're going to need a bigger boat, you piece of shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Did Jaws
I
win
had that one on the
Best
list.
Picture?
Classic.
Was Jaws the Best Picture winner? I can't remember.
Yeah, the
I
first
don't
one
think
was.
it was.
First one was.
Really?
Yeah,
First one was.
Really? Okay.
I think it was. Yeah, that's what I
Yep.
should have went. But I got it in anyway. I should have went with that one for my Oscar pick, but got that one.
So Jaws was Best Picture in 1975?
Yep.
All right. Wow.
Oh,
No, it was nominated. One flew over
It was nominated.
Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, so it did.
oh, really?
Shit.
Damn it.
Man.
I'm so confident. I'll drink to that.
It went Godfather 2, One Flew Over Cuckoo's Nest, Rocky, Annie Hall. What a run.
Man,
Boy, what a year. Holy shit.
No, that was like the 4 years in a row.
Oh, well, then what a run. Yeah.
Well, that'll be me.
Now on the clock.
And I just got to go backtrack down my list. There's, man, a lot of these that I was going to bring back for wild card got taken. So congratulations, well done.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
It's amazing how like we have so many quotes in movies, but we all stole something from each other.
Yeah, that's baffling.
Yeah. You're all too young.
I got the Google.
I quoted a movie from 1937.
You did. Very well done.
Very
You did.
proud of that.
Cole and I knew it.
Right.
I think we all knew Snow White.
I heard of that one. Yeah, I heard of that one. But I'm going to backtrack to the top of my list where I had Star Wars because there is so many there that I did not get to use.
Do it.
I just got to narrow it down. I don't know. The Droids one was taken. I Am Your Father was taken. So there's only two left on my list. I got to do it though. If you strike me down, I'll become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. You piece of shit.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah. It was a close second with the Yoda, but I was glad I was able to work it in. And as been consistent with our last few rounds, it's bonus time. So let's get Coley on the clock. Yeah, look what I
was
did.
getting cotton mouth, y'all.
I'm with you.
Okay, so I chose this one because I like to do the voice. But one of the best characters in The Lion King, Rafiki, delivers the correction. It was your father, you piece of shit.
I had a Rafiki too for Disney, but it was the past can hurt, but the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it, you piece of shit.
Well done.
Roll my tongue. Correction.
That's why you get water, so you wouldn't get the cotton mouth stuck up there.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to pull that off without a drink. Troy, do you
Now on the clock.
have something for us in the wild card category?
Oh, I do. I do have a wild card that I would like to throw out there for my friends and family and those in the Pacific Northwest who appreciate a good cheerleading competition amongst adults.
Mm-hmm.
From that great movie from 2000, it's not a cheertocracy, you pieces of shit. Bring it on.
It's already been brought in.
Oh,
And
It could be drumline. We can go drumline too. Just saying.
You know what that made me think of? It made me think of Gordon Gekko and saying, greed, for the lack of a better word, is good, you piece of shit.
Yes.
It feels a little on brand. Like,
Always be closing, you piece of shit, is also a thing, right?
Coffee's for closers, you piece of shit.
yeah.
Thank God there were no Pulp Fiction quotes, right? I mean, we saved all those. I can't believe we got around all those movies. Reservoir
Right.
Dogs, Tarantino.
Are you okay, honey bunny? You piece of shit.
well, there wasn't a category for them. They're neither Disney, Best Picture, Sports, 80s, or Star
Yeah, but
Wars. So
that's kind of amazing that Tarantino didn't get into any of the wild cards. Like, that is kind of weird.
true, but I didn't really, like I said, I didn't research them. So I had some great Star Wars, like, careful not to choke on your aspirations, you piece of shit. Like,
I have the
come
world's
on.
greatest earworm ready to go as well.
Oh.
Judge me by my size, do you? You piece of shit.
Your Jedi mind tricks do not work on me out here, you piece of shit.
I had way too many for Star Wars. The other one I liked was Luke was I don't believe it. Yoda, that is why you fail, you piece of shit.
Oh, okay.
Anyone with the sage wisdom, I feel like, is good, right?
Oh yeah, and yeah, whenever Yoda just drops a line, you can probably mention
Right.
Are we doing OLIs or ones that didn't get picked now?
Yeah.
kind
yeah.
of. Yeah.
Fire away. I had I went heavy into the Hobbitses for the best picture category. So I'm glad to be with you, Samwise Gamgees, you piece of shit. But it didn't land, so I couldn't go with that.
You shall not pass, you piece of shit.
That's a good one.
There we go. That is it. That's
like
the
that.
one.
Yeah.
And of course, life is like a box of chocolates, you piece of shit.
There's always a good one from Monty Python. Well, I didn't vote for you, you piece of shit.
Run, Forrest, run.
Run, Forrest, run. Bling. I had two more from Star Wars Episode 1. Another from Jar Jar. I wasn't sure which one to go with. I had O Maxi Big DeForce, which means nothing. It's pure gibberish. Or I went with Qui-Gon. The ability to speak does not make you intelligent, you piece of shit.
That's a good
And
one.
that's
That's a good
Qui-Gon
one.
talking
no,
to
no,
Jar
no,
Jar.
no. That's going too far.
That's a good one.
You piece of shit.
You piece of shit. I like thinking. I wish that he had the Qui-Gon hair in Taken.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah.
Does nobody take him seriously?
There's still hope. There's still hope. They made 3, didn't they? So we still have a possibility for taking 4.
Oh man, Taken 2 is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It was fantastic.
Baby Driver.
You guys, I'm about to say
Oh,
goodnight.
Are you
All
out?
right.
Yeah, I've got
All
to
right, Coley.
Thanks
All
for
right,
coming
so-
in.
thanks for letting me just kind of make up stupid shit, and hopefully it was all right.
Yeah.
But
Just
as
say
always,
he
I
looks fucking
enjoyed
guilty.
it. What's that?
Just tell him he looks like fucking guilty, and you'll be back tomorrow for another quarter.
Awful
All
lot
right, you
of
guys have a good
honkies in
night.
here.
Cheers,
You too.
everyone.
Good
All
to
right.
hear.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
If tax time puts you in the squeeze, remember, last year, our trained specialists over at S&M Block released the tension for over 10 million Americans by preparing accurate income tax returns for the simple payment of relinquishing control. Our in-house master accountants never miss a decimal point. That's quite a return investment and quite a good time, too. Now that your mind is clear thanks to our professional in-house dominance, be sure to thank S&M Block for providing your thoroughly authoritative tax returns. Relax. We got this. S&M Block. Taxes with a punch.
If you build it, he will come, you piece of shit.
Oh, well done. Is this heaven? No, it's Iowa.
You piece of shit.
Of shit.
Hasta la vista, baby. You piece of shit.
So
your
I
butt,
had
Joe Boo.
this one from my other wild card, and I wanted to use it because it's obviously great for the show. You can't handle the truth, you piece of shit.
Yep. I wanted to do the Highlander. There can only be one, you piece of shit.
That's a good one too.
Oh, that's 80s.
Or the Fly. Be afraid. Be very afraid, you piece of shit.
They're here, you piece of shit.
I was surprisingly deep in Disney. I had To Infinity and Beyond, you piece of shit.
I went all through the Toy Story, and Reach for the Sky was the one I...
That's the one. Yeah, I agree.
I like the one from Jasmine. I'm not a prize to be won, you piece of shit.
Just keep swimming, you piece of shit.
So I also had a Titanic one. Jack was on Jack and Rose about to have sex. Jack goes, "Are you nervous?" Rose goes, "No." Then there's a long pause, and then after that, "Put your hands on me, Jack, you piece of shit."
But I have a child. I have a child. I have a child.
I did some research because one of the original categories was black and white, but that took a lot of Googling. So I did do some research there. And of course, I got Merry Christmas, movie house, you piece of shit. And of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, you walk into mine, you piece of shit.
We make a new declarative for the Outsiders Social Club podcast. You can't read the internet and call it research because some of us have research degrees and we don't appreciate that.
Ooh.
Pinkies up, highfalutin, snottiness. Just saying.
Cue the Pablo music.
Yeah, that's right. Well, at least I smiled when I said it. How are you doing?
I kind of have a research degree, so I agree with this.
Well, then what would I call this?
I read the internet.
I have a lot of...
When I was reading the internet in preparation
I
for
Googled
my...
that shit.
Yes.
I
or,
Googled
as,
it.
or as
I'm a
Samson
piece of
says,
shit.
GTS.
That is really clean and concise. I am going to incorporate that in. I like that. Yeah. On my cursory Google search to do some background checking for my podcast,